Hello friends, today we are going to use Microsoft Enterprise CA to connect point-to-site VPN. I've already created few components which are required for this lab. For example, resource group. In the resource group I have virtual machine, VNet, I'm using 172.16.0.0/16 address space. Two subnets already created, default, prod and gateway subnet. Let's now create the virtual network gateway. We need to give the name here, so I'm giving point to site VPN gateway 01. Gateway type will be VPN and SKU I'm going with basic. So there are different SKUs available. You can refer the blog for more details. Here we need to select the virtual network which has the gateway subnet created. For the public IP address, I have the public IP address already, so I have chosen use existing option. If you don't have the public IP, you can create new. I don't need active setup, so I disable that. No tagging is required here. Let's create the gateway. Virtual network gateway is created. Let's go to the resource. We have the public IP address. This IP we would need later. If we go to connections, currently there is nothing configured here. Let's go to point to site configuration and click configure now. Now here we need to give the address pool, and clients who will connect to the using this point VPN, they will get the IP address from this address pool. So here I'm giving /24. Tunnel type, we'll choose SSTP and IKV2. And authentication type will be Azure certificate. Now here we need to give the root certificate. Now this is the VMware workstation setup. I have domain controller, routing and remote access server, and there are two clients. I have installed Microsoft Certificate Authority on the remote routing and remote access server. Let's export the root certificate. Click on view certificate and then go to details, copy to file. This way we can export the certificate. We need base64 encoded. Give the path to save this. This is the certificate we have exported just now. Let's open it with Notepad. And this key we need to upload in the Azure portal. Name I've given root certificate, and I've pasted the key copied from the root certificate we exported. Let's save this. Once this is saved, we need to click on this download VPN client option to download the setup for VPN client. Okay, VPN client is downloaded. Let's install this in a client virtual machine. I've copied the setup file. VPN client is installed now. Let's see if we can connect. We will not be able to connect. I'm expecting an error, but let's try. So it is giving the error, certificate could not be found that can be used. So we need to import the certificate on the client machine. So to create that, let's go to certificate templates. Let's select the user certificate and then duplicate the template. Give the display name. We'll use VPN client certificate. Make sure we have selected this allow private key to be exported checkbox. And for authenticated users, let's give the enroll permission. In the subject name, we'll use supply in the request option. Okay, we have the VPN client authentication certificate created. Now it is available to issue. Let's import that on a client machine. Here we need to use my user account. Request new certificate. Okay, we can see the VPN client authentication certificate, but it's asking for additional information. So instead of full DN, we will give the common name. And import the certificate. We need to have the root CS certificate as a trusted root certificate in the client machine as well. Then only this will work. Now let's try to connect to VPN. It is connected now. Earlier it was giving the certificate related error. Now this is connected. Let's see if we can access the Azure virtual machine. This is the private IP address of the Azure virtual machine. We'll see if we can RDP to this virtual machine from the client. We are getting credential prompt. Means the connection is established. We are good. We are able to access the Azure virtual machine using the point to site VPN.